Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time. And it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback in his second season out of Kentucky.
Last year's rookie year, a bit of a mixed bag for the young signal caller out of Kentucky. Showed off plenty of tools, but was hurt in the preseason, and it took a little while to get going. But once he did, he showed exactly why the Titans wanted him. Toughness, leadership, and a big arm. The team rallied around him down the stretch.
Levis. It's complete. Burks. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's Levis. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
Now Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now again, it's Levis looking to throw it. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. Off the play fake, Levis. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Montez Sweat able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And we clearly saw him right there why the Bears went out and got Montez Sweat last season. He's a player who appears to be on an upward trajectory, and plays like that are certainly a big reason why.
And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 12-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Levis. He finds his man, Pollard. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 from the 8. Levis sets up to throw here. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Levis back to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Bears ready to go on offense, and it's the #1 overall pick leading them out, the Heisman Trophy winner from USC, Caleb Williams.
And we knew from the moment the commissioner called his name on draft night, and by the way, laid a pretty good hug on the commissioner going across the stage. But we knew he had a chance to be the starter week 1. He dove right into the playbook, ingratiated himself with his teammates, and that's exactly how things have played out.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. First carry for DeAndre Swift. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Looking to throw is Williams. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Here comes the Bears punter now. Back deep, the former All-Pro Tyler Lockett. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming from the 19. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. To guess correctly.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Levis to throw it. Being chased out left. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A lot of great quarterbacks from USC. Here's another one. The rookie's got a 1st down.
Yeah, that's a nice pickup there, especially when it comes on the heels of a 3-and-out the first time you have the ball. They were determined to not have that happen again, and that's a nice throw for their first down of the game.
Play action. Now Williams. Quick hitter here. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down. Another completion there. You know, we think about the draft back in the spring. He was selected, obviously, the #1 overall pick. There's great money with that, but, Charles, I would think maybe an extra burden, too, or is that not that big of a deal at all?
It actually is in the beginning of his career, an added burden, but it's one of those things that if you play well, it becomes something that justifies why you were taken #1. You're fine with that. If you don't play well, it can be an albatross.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. DeAndre Swift, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bears have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. 3rd down and 1. Levis looking to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Pollard running left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on. Yardage, you got to get back. Focus on the next play. Move on.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. They'll look to throw again. He gets this one to Burks. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Play action now, Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tyler Lockett, 34 yards. And the Titans have regained the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Chicago offense set to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11. Here's Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Titan football. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That pass taken in by Burks. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. It's caught. Lockett. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone as he's got a 1st down on that last catch. Out of the gun to give to Pollard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Levis from the gun. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Levis. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Montez Sweat able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Bears take over. Another drive coming up for this Chicago offense. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. To the air, Williams. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried its dress rehearsal into the game. You know, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like they drew it up.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. A nice throw right there, and these fans getting their first look at their QB1 of the future. I'd imagine it's got to be a big plus for him to get his first start here in front of that home crowd.
I know there's a school of thought about getting your first start away from home so you don't have the extra pressure of that crowd behind you. But I say ride the wave, embrace it. Go ahead and play to that level, and I think it's going to benefit him in the long run.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. Levis to throw off play action. A quick throw there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
That finds the former Jaguar, Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 4th down.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely to pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and they will take over 1st and 10.
Defense is asleep.
To throw, Williams. Forced out to his left. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
As we both know, there's a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. Part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Now a chance to make that encroachment penalty really hurt. 1st and 5. Here's a handoff to Swift running left. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
And a change of scenery in 2023 worked out well for Swift as he racked up a new career high in rushing yards during his lone season as an Eagle. And now he's made the move to Chicago and is expecting to power their running game.
To throw, it's Williams. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense had quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Now Levis. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Levis sets up to throw here. Looking downfield for Pollard. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
On is the punter Hecker as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. Here we go on 2nd and 12. As they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a give right side Swift. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that a 45-yard punt, just 2 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense and veteran Tyler Lockett ready to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. Levis back to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That's dumped off to Pollard. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Bears offense set to go to begin the 3rd quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the 2nd half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air. Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big 2nd half.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Throw right side taken in by Odunze.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Swift going to try up the middle. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw is Williams. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
Well, if you're going to give out a little applause on that play, it has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will knot us up at 10. So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Levis to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Levis to throw once more. Looking downfield for Pollard. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. And he fends him off. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game, has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
On the handoff, this is Swift. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Back to throw. Williams. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. Looking to throw. Williams. Incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Back to the running game with Swift. And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Yeah, that's a nice job there defensively to blanket those receivers on 3rd down. And as a quarterback, all you can do is just loft one toward the bench, not too close, mind you, and live to punt the football.
Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag, punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Here's Levis. Short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he will have a Titans first down by about 1 yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Option play, here's Pollard. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Play action now. Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Levis looking to throw. It's complete to Lockett. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. From the 43, here's 2nd and 5. They'll set up to throw. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And that went to the right side and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Pollard, he'll take it up the gut. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Soldier Field. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. And his kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Here's Williams. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. To the air, Williams. And again, back to Kmet. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. The Bears on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. The Titans offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a screen now for Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Pollard gets it off the option. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Levis. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers. And partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And that will be incomplete as well. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing it.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Working out of the gun, Williams. And there's a short throw. It's caught by Kmet. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a nice throw there. And, CD, I have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
To throw once more, here's Williams. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. In motion comes the tight end left. Levis sets up the throw here. Over the middle into the hands of Burks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing now, here's Levis. And his throw's going to be incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Levis. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So now the Bears down by a field goal. 1:38 to go. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. He's back to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Odunze. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll come up now on 2nd down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already. Williams loses the football. And unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. The Titans go victory formation as they take a knee. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And they take a knee. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Titans, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.